What's happening, folks? Welcome to this very sloppy and bad quality video that I'm going to be producing. Just because I'm lazy and that's who I am as a person, you know. I have this balance terribly. This terrible quality mic and pay breakdown. Sure, look, enjoy. I was tasked with the top 10 Green Arrow thingy in the video Lucky Dip. So I don't know Green Arrow very well. I suppose that's kind of the point of this Lucky Dip. So my list is gonna be like top 10 Green Arrow moments and like things that interest me as I did my research on Green Arrow. So there's top 10 kind of points that caught my eye, if that makes sense. So, and they're in no particular order. I just jot them down as I see them. So, and if some of them are inaccurate for all you Green Arrow fanatics, fight me. First one I have is the Green Arrow and Batman in The Senator's Been Shot. I seen this, as I said, I was doing research on Green Arrow and stuff, and I seen this team up between Green Arrow and Batman. I'd like to see that dynamic. I think it'd be interesting. They'd react really well. I think they'd actually make a really formidable team on the battlefield. So the first one that caught my eye. So the first one that caught my eye. Next on my list is the Green Arrow and Green Lantern, and this cropped up everywhere as I was doing my research. The Green Arrow and Green Lantern. I can't remember the name of the volume that they were in together. There's two volumes, but they were like best friends, and they were cooperating a lot. Like, yeah, it was in one issue, I think Green Arrow had to shoot his best friend Hal Jordan through the heart with an arrow to save the universe, some shit like that. And that's another dynamic I think really interesting that I'd really like to see. Is those two how they interact, and again another formidable team. The third one that I have on my list is the Green Arrow versus Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia is a masked vigilante who just takes out bad guys but kills them, and no one really knows because he doesn't talk. He only uses sounds that match the situation, and I love that. He's a masked vigilante. He only uses sounds, and his name's Onomatopoeia, which means using a sound like that matches like boom. That's an onomatopoeia sound. I love that. I think that's such a. It could be a creepy character. It could be a silly kind of funny character. It could be done in any kind of way, and I love that idea. I think it's a great kind of villain. I think it's really good. Or vigilante, anti-hero, whatever you want to call him. But I like the concept of onomatopoeia a lot. Next on my list is number 4, Green Arrow versus Panopticon, if I'm saying that right. Panopticon is kind of like this Terminator Robocop kind of thing. It was a robot designed to help police in high crime areas, but of course, as we know from many films, that doesn't go the way you want it to go. So you see, this is some of the most gory Green Arrow issues. There's like people mauled by wolves and stuff, and it's a chance to see Green Arrow fight some tentacled robot thingies and stuff like that, and sounds pretty fun. You know, that's something I'd be down to watch or read. 5 on my list is an interesting one. It's when Oliver Queen drops through a roof of a Yakuza building, or whatever, and there's Yakuza soldiers all around him, and he just sprays them all with an Uzi and kills them all. Kills them all with an Uzi, and afterwards he's disgusted with himself for killing. It's a really interesting one because we're always kind of confronted with the dynamics of the superheroes' morals, and if they kill, if they don't kill, and who hasn't killed, and we just talked about it on the podcast recently, you know. So that's a really interesting one. Number six then is when the Green Arrow battles an evil Superman, which is kind of baffling to me because I think Superman would just punch his head in pretty easily. But he, in this situation, he sacrifices himself to save his friends when he fights this evil Superman. And even though I think it'd be a one-sided battle, I think it'd be something I'd like to watch: an evil Superman and Batman over Queen and sacrifice himself. Be interesting. Number seven on this list is when the Green Arrow used the Green Lantern's ring to defeat Sinestro. I love the concept of the Green Lantern's ring. I think it's really cool. I think that's one of the be high on my list of things I'd want as a power, you know, or as a ability to have one of those rings, and it's just, I think it's really cool. So bring that ring into anything, and it'll catch my eye. I'll like it. So I liked the idea of seeing Green Arrow with that and defeating Sinestro with the ring, and be an interesting battle. And number 8 on my scrappy list is in Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrentino's Green Arrow. We see Green Arrow's father train him on an island. And this is like I think it's a change of the origin story. Like they kind of switched up the origin story, what it actually is, and give their own origin really. And it shows Green Arrow's father train him on an island, viciously train him to be Green Arrow. And then later on, he's killed. His father was killed. So that's a really interesting storyline. It's something I'd watch or read again. Yes, I like twists on the origins. Like, that's something I don't mind seeing. You know, I know some people are really strict on origins, but I like twists and turns in the origins and different takes on it. You know, number 9 in 1958, when Green Arrow was kind of mimicking Batman. It was kind of like in the early days of Green Arrow, when he had the whole Arrow car and Arrow cave. I think it's interesting to see where he's coming from those days, really a spin off, a kind of rip off of Batman, to now. He's like really separate. Obviously, the similarities as there is with a lot of superheroes, but it's interesting to see the progression of Green Arrow and how he used to be that kind of rip off with the Arrow car and the Arrow cave. It's interesting. I like that background because I didn't know that before, you know. So with that background and see the progression of Green Arrow now, Green Arrow then, and then, lastly, in Green Arrow Year One, the origin of Green Arrow, which I didn't know previously. I didn't know Green Arrow's origin. What his origin is, he was this playboy millionaire who was betrayed by his friend and left on an island where he had to become Green Arrow, and that's, like, I can see that in the movie, you know. I know there's a TV series and all that, but I can see that as a proper movie. Especially if it's done well, it could be really good, you know. This playboy millionaire left there and adjusting to his life on the island and becoming the Green Arrow, and then readjusting to civilization, blah blah, whatever direction you want to go. But yeah, last thing on my list is Green Arrow's actual origin, because I didn't. So yeah, that was my top 10 intriguing Green Arrow things list. Whatever. What? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this terrible video, and I hope we don't get a lot more to do next week. We will be filming. Okay, we're filming now. We will be recording the podcast tomorrow night, I believe. Myself and my co-host Peter. So keep an eye out for that. Should be up soon. And